Good morning. Welcome to a little bit of extra shot here this morning. I'm Julia along with Chuck, Carlos, Julia, and Kelly this morning. We're all here. We have had some little bit of action on the roads right now. So do you want to kind of update us on that?
Yeah, just a couple of spots right now, and really has not anything to do with the fog, unfortunately. Just a couple of accidents. We're going to head up to the northeast along I-65. This is in the Lebanon area. We had a car fire. Looks like it was involved with another accident. Firefighters were on the scene there. They still are on the scene, but they were able to put that car fire out. That's at State Road 39 in the Lebanon area. Those are northbound travel lanes of I-65. So the two right-hand lanes are closed at this point. Now we'll head to the Indianapolis area. We have had another accident in that area. This is I-65. And this is on the southeast side. So this is an area it is actually the eastbound travel lanes that are a little bit slow, but both sides, eastbound and westbound travel lanes on that south side along I-465, this area just south of I-74. But nonetheless, you can see that there's an emergency responder out there. Left-hand shoulder is marked off, but travels have been pretty slow in both directions in that area. Just a little heads up on that.
All right, thanks so much. Well, if you thought summer was on its way out, think again. We've still got some
we got a lot of summer weather.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, in one sense, hotter than some of the summer was, even though technically we're there till the 22nd. I wanted to show you, those of you who have a little bit of fog, the fog is really starting to dissipate throughout most of the area. This is downtown Indy. It looks like the Serengeti with that sun starting to come up, but we're going to see the sun most of the day. 62 out there right now, 57 in Bloomington, 56 in Muncie. I love this. The Tribe are going to play at noon today. That's more like it. You're going to have thousands of kids from around the state there for baseball and Education Day. That game should end about 2:30, and that's right when it starts to get hot. 84 is going to be the high today, and this will be the coolest day, believe it or not, and I know it's September. The coolest day out of the next week. In fact, 87 through the weekend and 90 degrees Tuesday and Wednesday. We're talking on Sunrise about the football games that are going to be played this weekend. Who would think that as you're approaching the middle part of September, you're going to have hot weather for IU and Ball State and Notre Dame, but that's exactly what's going to happen.
Good stuff there.
I need one more pool day, so I'm kind of glad about that. Just like I just want just one day there. I'm like, oh, okay, now summer can be over with. When I've had once I guess
when
like,
you declare it.
when I declare that when I get out the
eventually.
pool and I'm like, I'm done with that. Then I'm like, summer can wrap up.
All right. Well, a dozen toys have been named finalists for the National Toy Hall of Fame. So here they are: the Light Bright, Nerf Toys, Bingo, Phase 10, I don't know what that is,
Nope.
and
That's a card game, right?
several others here I think you can see. So you could vote for your favorite right now through September 21st, and the advisory committee will pick 3 inductees. And the Hall of Fame is located at the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York.
Bet you know that was a thing, did you?
Nope.
I didn't either.
No idea.
I'm looking at Phase 10. Phase 10 is a card game that's kind of like, I don't know that the rules are like that, but it just looks like Uno to me, but I don't remember how to play it.
Kenner Spirograph is on there too. Now, you all probably have never heard of it. Being a person of a certain age, I used to play with that, and you would play with those in school because it basically taught you geometry. With the spirograph.
Now that I can see, I'm looking over here because they're in this monitor. I have seen that. That is a game that we played in school. Now I do recognize that.
Red packaging on the right.
Yes, on the right. Kenner's Spirograph. That was a great. It wasn't really a toy. I know this is the Toy Hall of Fame. It taught you geometry. At a very young age. It was really good.
The Light Bright is what I remember too from my mom never bought me that. I remember seeing the commercials
for those.
for
horses
those.
that are right in front of that red one, if you can show that again. So they're these plastic, and I collected those as a kid.
Did you really?
Yes, and then our house caught on fire, which nobody was hurt or anything in it, but our house was, and all of them blew up to like this size because they were all plastic. Yeah, so anyway.
Do you recognize any of they're really tiny. I know you probably can't see them from here, but do you recognize the action figures in the box?
I
don't. Okay, was there a show?
I
feel, but no, there was a show in, I feel like it was like in the late 90s though that was like a parody. That's where I recognized.
Okay.
That's
what you're talking about.
It was Skeletor on the left
Yes.
and He-Man on the right.
Wait, repeat that again. I heard
Skeletor on the left. Oh,
Okay, it was the 80s and was brought back in the 90s apparently. I'm like, I recognize them, but I don't know what I recognize them from.
There is a parody though. I
got to figure out what the name of that was. We're going to move along to a story about Chick-fil-A, and maybe not about a new menu item or anything like that. That's what I thought this morning. But it was about a worker who went above and beyond to help a customer that was in harm's way in a crazy way. So the young employee came running when a woman was attacked while she was getting out of her car with her baby. So she was trying to fight the suspect off while holding her baby, but he took her keys and got inside the car.
Wow.
But that's when the worker and some other bystanders jumped in to help. So that worker was assaulted by the suspect, unfortunately. Sadly, he says this isn't the only time that he's ever been in a fight that was involving people at that restaurant in Florida. But thankful that he jumped into act. That's just wild, like that even happened, like just in broad daylight at a fast food restaurant. But like just jumping into action that quick.
Family oriented too. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, and just a hero that person is for jumping in and helping out in that way. Hey, guess what? You have a chance to win a 150-year-old dinosaur skeleton. The fossilized iguanodon will be auctioned off in Paris next month. Hope my son's not watching. He's gonna want this. It's expected to go for about $500,000. It's too expensive, Dacio.
Yeah.
The skeleton was found in Colorado back in 2019. It's nearly 11 feet long and 4 feet tall. The bidding starts on October 20th. I'm sure somebody with money to burn is going to have that in their living room.
I was going to say, not even just money to burn, but like, who has a space for this? I feel like that's like a museum. That's what I'm thinking is who is part of these auctions. Because I'm like, unless Jim Irsay is watching and he's like, I want to add
Jimmy,
this.
there you go.
It would have to be playing the piano or guitar.
Something
A lot
like
of
that.
the way this works is that people of wealth purchase this, donate to museum, get an incredible tax write-off, but it keeps their name alive forever as well as contributor to these museums. But those things are awesome. That is neat.
It's 150 million years old. That is wild. That like.
And I'm just realizing I read it wrong during the show this morning.
Okay.
I think I said it was $150 million.
Oh, wow. It
Years
could,
old. Well, hey guys, that'll do it for us here for this edition of Extra Shot on this Thursday. Don't forget Blue Friday tomorrow, everyone. Wear your blue. We cheering on the Colts on Sunday. Thanks for being with us. Have a great day.